What's going on, guys? This is Brennan Mejia. In today's video, we're gonna talk about my experience on a little show called American Ninja Warrior. Oh yeah, I competed on that show not once, but twice. In this video, I'm gonna break down the process of being on American Ninja Warrior and how much I got paid to compete. All right, so the reason I even auditioned for American Ninja Warrior, I have a buddy from circus. His name is Caden. I'll leave out his last name unless he doesn't want people to know. And he is one of the guys that helped train me a ton in my acrobatic experience. And he always wanted to be on American Ninja Warrior. I watched it occasionally, but honestly, I wasn't like every week I had to see the next episode. I just love athletic events, and him and I have done 5Ks and sprint triathlons and mud runs together. So he's like, well, let's try to get on American Ninja Warrior together. Sure, why not? So we looked up online, and you basically have to fill out 1 billion questions about personality traits and all these things about yourself. And then they want you to film basically a 1 to 2 minute video showcasing like some physical skills, seeing your personality. So that's what I did. I answered 1 million questions. I got the video put together and sent to them. And then I wanna say it's no longer than a month or two, because they have such a window for where you can submit before the deadline. And then they have to get back to you because the show is then gonna be in a few months later, and they wanna give people time to train and stuff. And then to get ready for it, my father-in-law actually built a salmon ladder in his backyard for me to practice on, which is the thing where you have the bar and you like jump with it, you know, to hook it to the next level. So I got practicing with that. And again, I trained with my buddy Caden, and unfortunately he didn't get invited to be on the show, but he got to come watch in the stands. So as I mentioned, I've been on the show twice. The first time I competed was in Venice. So Venice Beach, they built the course next to the ocean. My call time to show up that evening was, I wanna say like 9 to like 11 p.m., something in that range. I didn't run the course though until like 5 or 6 in the morning the next day. So I just had to self-entertain myself in this warm-up area forever. Some people were sleeping. I was trying to stay up because I didn't know I wasn't running until the next day. I just wanted to stay warm. So I fell asleep and they're like, Brennan, you're up. I'd be like, oh, okay. You know, so I stayed awake and I tried to just keep warming up, and you're tired and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to sleep. So the thing I fell on the first night, if memory serves, was the pegboard. I didn't know proper pegboard form at the time, and I wasn't doing anything with proper form. I was just trying to muscle it, and I got tired and then I fell. And when I did American Ninja Warrior, maybe the rules have changed now, you don't get to touch the course or attempt it or practice on it until it's your turn to run. So there's no, oh, it's reality TV, they just let Brennan redo it 5 times. No, it was wherever I fell is where I fell, regardless. So I didn't get any do-overs. So I fell on my first run on the show, and it was more just annoyance. I knew I was athletic enough and skilled enough to have gone further. But one of the things about running the course at Venice, especially so late in the day, they would have towels that they would use to dry the equipment between runners, because you fall into water, the water splashes everywhere, there's condensation from the ocean. They didn't, like their towels, all of them that they had or that they had out when I ran it, were used so much that even the towels to dry stuff were wet. So equipment was still wet. And I'm not trying to make excuses like, that's why I fell, but it doesn't increase your chances of success because of how slippery things get. So it was unfortunate that I fell, but I wanted to try again. I knew I did, I just didn't know when. Lo and behold, after I finished filming Power Rangers Dino Charge and I moved back to the States from New Zealand, I got another shot. So I did the audition process again, got accepted to be on the show again, and this time they actually let me compete on the course on the earlier end. It was within like the first hour or two of the competitors instead of waiting all day. And we actually filmed, this time they set it up, I believe it was at the Universal Studios backlot where they set up the course. So it wasn't as wet and, you know, slippery. So how did my second attempt on American Ninja Warrior go? Let's find out.
Brennan es el primero en enfrentar.
This is in Spanish.
Cada uno es un poco más alto que el anterior. Son más intimidantes que los escalones de la temporada pasada.
Man, look at those muscles and that long flowing hair. I miss the hair. Still got the muscles, but not the hair. It's fine. Jump, nice, nice.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Okay, push the hair out of my face.
Mejia ha trabajado como artista de circo, así que podrá.
Oh, there's my dad and my friend Steven Lunsford, and you saw my wife in the corner too.
Tendrá que aterrizar en esa pequeña área en la parte inferior del tronco.
Oh, so This was annoying because as much as I'm a circus performer, I don't have a lot of experience on trapeze, which is basically kind of the bar that I just swung from to this barrel-shaped thing. I do more hand balancing, aerial silks, Chinese pole, other things that would have helped me further along. So this, my takeoff was wrong. I didn't build enough momentum. I didn't release at the proper point. So when I grabbed the barrel, as you can see, I slipped to my fingertips. See, there's me trying to swing there. Yeah, it's too far. I mean, even with good form, I bet I could have done it proper. My friend Caden's in the corner too. Yeah, see, I tried hooking it. Yeah. See, I tried it, but present Brennan could have done this. Past Brennan wasn't up to the task. Climb! Climb, you Red Ranger! Yeah. That's my aunts-in-law. I guess that's what you call them, right? Yeah, no, it's a sad day. Rojo! It hurts my soul to rewatch that. I ended up just dropping, not because I was fully out of strength, but I couldn't figure out how to get back up. With nerves and just annoyance with myself for slipping, I just wasn't thinking about it, and I didn't put in enough effort at the time because I'm like, oh, whatever, it's just a game show. And I didn't have the I'm gonna win at all costs mentality that I should have had going into a competition like this. So even though I didn't win, do you wanna know how much money I made for appearing on American Ninja Warrior? This much. This much times this much still makes this much. So American Ninja Warrior, like a lot of reality TV shows, do not pay you unless you win the competition. Some people do it just for the fame, to grow their social media standing, to be able to get sponsorships and deals, brand deals, stuff like that. Or you win for real, and then you get whatever the prize is. I think it was $1 million for Ninja Warrior when I did it. Yeah, but like, no, for just being on the show, nothing. I didn't have any expenses covered for travel. Fair enough though, I mean, I didn't live that far. It was an hour and a half from LA, so I just drove in. So that's one of the things that I've learned in life. You know, you really do miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And sometimes you miss 99% of the shots you also take. But at least you hit that one occasionally. Am I bummed I didn't get as far as I think I could have? Of course. But am I still proud of myself for trying? Yes, because there are so many people who let fear paralyze them from even attempting that they're defeated not by the task, but by the thought of the task. So even though I quote unquote failed, I didn't fail this city, in the words of Oliver Queen, because I still tried. I went down a fighter, you know what I mean? So if you want to see my entire audition video for Ninja Warrior, watch this video.